present The Bandwagon. From the studios of Channel 12, it's The Bandwagon, brought to you this evening by the Randall Stores of southern Minnesota. Each week, Randall's brings you a favorite band of our upper Midwest with your favorite old and new style music. Tonight's music by the Elmer Scheid Band of New Ulm. Bandmaster Chuck Pasek.
Well, thanks a lot and good evening, everyone, and welcome aboard the Bandwagon program. Nice to have you here on behalf of the Randall Stores. Always pleased to welcome you to the show, and we're always pleased to have the music of Elmer Scheid and his band with us, one of the premier bands of southern Minnesota. Been around a long while, playing that great music for you, and we'll do it again tonight with some real good tunes on the schedule. It's brought to you by the Randall Stores, located in southern Minnesota at Mankato, New Ulm, Fairmont, and Waseca. The stores that give you full service, you know, with those money-saving prices, and we'll have more to say about that a little bit later on. Well, we've had a spell of great weather here in southern Minnesota over the past couple of days, and we're very happy about that, and we know that a lot of people are enjoying this weather, and a good many of their friends down on the farm are out getting that harvest in, and we hope they have lots of luck with that as time goes on. What do you say we open the dancing and the music here, and here's Elmer Scheid and his band with a tune called Midnight in Wisconsin. The title of that tune was Midnight in Wisconsin, played by the Elmer Scheid Hooterite Band tonight on our Bandwagon program. One of the newer tunes that you're hearing quite often these days, and very well played by Elmer and the Bunch. Well, we've got a number of requests that we want to take a look at tonight. One of those that we want to be sure to mention tonight consists of a dedication for Mert and Bill Prokopek. They're married, 63 years old. They live in Mankato, and they're living at 408 West 7th Street, and the entire family requests that number for Mert and Bill their 63rd wedding anniversary. Ed Kronberg's birthday, October 29th. He's from Keister, Minnesota. We want to be sure to make that dedication. And then we've got another anniversary for Mr. and Mrs. Fransford Albert of Bird Island, their 42nd wedding anniversary during the month of October. And one for Sharon Nelson of Medelia, celebrating her birthday November the 2nd, and Mr. and Mrs. Henry Malachek of Morton with their 51st wedding anniversary, and the 56th wedding anniversary of Mr. and Mrs. George Schaudick of Montgomery. That's the 28th of October and requested by their children. So happy return of the day. I know that's pretty well gone past, but we hope it was a great one for you. Well, here's another one of those popular tunes that you hear a lot of today. This time it's in polka tempo, the Elmer Scheid Band and the Dance Hall Polka. Polka tune for you. Dance Hall Polka, played by Elmer Scheid and his Who Arrived Band. The Bandwagon Show sent your way by the Randall Stores of southern Minnesota. And we'll say a word about Randall Stores right now, because you know most of it, and of course you've been shopping perhaps at the Randall Stores for some time. So we'd like to thank you for your past patronage and remind you that the Randall Stores are still here and will continue to service you full-time in the days to come. For those of you who haven't had an opportunity to shop the Randall Stores, we highly recommend that you make it an excellent habit and make it a regular habit to be sure to shop at the stores, because you'll find that it's a full-service store, complete from stem to stern, on-premise bakery and all Randall Stores, a great produce market, canned goods and so on, all the way down the line, and great service that you'll find there from the time that you enter the store until you're all set to leave. Incidentally, I want to remind you, of course, this somewhat cooler season is upon us, and now we're getting awfully close to that holiday season, so I just want to remind you that now the tricks and treat time is behind us, and we have Thanksgiving just around the corner. Not too early to start making plans, and when you start making plans for that special Thanksgiving Day observance in your house, be sure to include the Randall Store store in your area in on those plans, because they can help you and make that special event of yours a very special, extra success and a real treat for the rest of the family and the friends that come a-calling. So it's the Randall stores located in Mankato, New Ulm, Fairmont, and Waseca. Well, we've got a few birthdays here in the month of October for Bernie Stern, Eldora Jensen, Ella Hill, Pearl Olson, Gladys Kulbrinson, Mildred Anderson, and Donna Monson, all from the Albert Lee area who enjoy the Bandwagon program. And for Alvin and Hanny Havemeyer of Cortland on their 40th wedding anniversary, which also occurred during the month of October. A lot of other requests that you're going to see on your screen, and what we call the roll-up. That's coming up next, along with the music, and it's waltz time, and a very pretty waltz. This one is titled The Innocence Waltz. The title of that one is The Innocence Waltz. The music is by Elmer Scheid and his Hula Rye Band. And you're watching the Bandwagon program sent your way every week at this time by the Randall store in your area. We'd like to remind you that we videotape the show every Monday night here at our Channel 12 studios, the Bandwagon program, a little bit after 8 o'clock, and we hope that you can make it in here and join us sometime in the very near future. We've got Marv Nissel and his band coming in here next Monday night to videotape a little after 8, and then, of course, the rest of the lineup, as you see it there, Ernie Stumpf, and along with that, the Six Fat Dutchman 2 weeks from that time. So a lot of good music coming up on the Bandwagon show. Hope you can join us often during the late fall and winter months. Well, we've got Elmer with us. Always a pleasure to have Elmer. I just want to mention Elmer and his gang have a brand new album out there, 35th anniversary album, and it's available right now And I want to say this, got a lot of the tunes, several of the tunes that you're playing tonight appear on the album, but there are a lot of other tunes on the album that bring back a lot of memories, and I think that you'll enjoy the album. So be sure to look for it. I want to congratulate you, Elmer, on your 35th anniversary. My goodness gracious, that's a long time.
You bet it is, yeah.
I bet you could tell a lot of stories over the years, a lot of things that have happened. Right?
A few, Chuck, yeah.
Okay, well, what do you got there in the
Well, I got a couple dedications here. One for the big gathering and dinner at the home of Minnie Fay of Fairfax. This will be on Sunday, November 2nd, and this comes from her family. And also for the birthday of Christopher Cayley on November 1st, requested by Grandma and Grandpa. Okay, and well, let's see. We got to say this is tonight, isn't it? Saturday, November 1st.
Right.
Yeah, right. We're at the Island Ballroom at Burl Island tonight, friends, dancing from 8:30 until 12:30. Then on Wednesday, November 5th, we'll be at New Ulm playing for the senior citizens there. That's going to be dancing from 8 to 11 o'clock. That's Wednesday the 5th. Saturday, the 8th of November, we'll be at the Falls Ballroom at Little Falls, Minnesota. Dancing on that day will be from 1 to 5 p.m. That's on Saturday, the 8th. And then we got the Elmer Scheid Trio on Saturday, the 15th at the Klossner House over in Klossner. And the Elmer Scheid Trio once again at the Eagles Club right here in Mankato. That's on the 22nd of November. Then on the 29th of November, we'll be at the Gibbon Ballroom over at Gibbon, Minnesota. Dancing that night will be 8:30 to 12:30. And I got a couple in December, Chuck, I might as well mention them. Sunday the 14th, we'll be at Polina, Iowa. That's the new Legion Ballroom down there. That'll be from 6 to 10 at the Legion Ballroom at Polina, Iowa, 6 to 10 o'clock. Then on the 27th of December, once again at the Gibbon Ballroom at Gibbon, dancing from 8:30 till 12:30. Okay. And that's it.
All right, fine. Well, nice to see you around again. Say, I'm going to ask you a question, Elmer. Where was this picture taken?
That was taken. We recorded this on May 17th. It was taken the Wednesday before that. So it was about, I think that was the 14th of May when it was taken.
It's a nice place where it was taken.
It was taken in the basement of New Ulm Turner Hall in New Ulm.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's nice. You got a lot of good-looking people there. I hate to say that, but I'll mention it.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Chuck. I mean, it's going pretty good. It's going real good. Yeah. And people can write to me, Elmer Scheid, New Ulm, Minnesota, if you'd like to have the album, or we also have cassette tapes. $8 each with plus $1 for postage and handling.
Okay.
Total of $9 for either the LP or the cassette tape.
Yep, but if you like old-time music, I know you're going to enjoy this.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, nice to see you again.
Thank you, Chuck. Same
nice
here.
To see you. We'll be back again with you in just a moment. Right now, we'll take a little time out to take a look at a few more of our requests and dedications that we have this morning. This evening, we've got a request to do a tune for Mr. and Mrs. Lyle Grieger. They have their 50th wedding anniversary, and a number for the 55th wedding anniversary, Mrs. Edward Stangler. And also, we've got a request to play a number for Lyle and Alice Branson of Esterville, Iowa, who are celebrating their 64th wedding anniversary. Here's a tune that you'll find in this brand new album by Elmer Scheid. We're going to go picnicking. Picnic in the Woods Polka. Okay. how about that? Title of that one is Picnic in the Woods Polka. Music by Elmer Scheid and his Little Ride Band on Bandwagon show tonight. Coming up next week, we'll be videotaping the Marv Nissel Band Monday night in our studios, a little after 8 o'clock, so come on in and join us. Then on the 10th of November, Ernie Stump will be featured on the Bandwagon, and on the 17th, the Six Fat Dutchman out of New Ulm. We've got a young lady here that I just want her to take a look at TV and see what she looks like. You know, you wouldn't believe this, but television people, when they work in television, when they're that young, they look that nice, too. They just age in a hurry. That's what happens. Now, who's the young lady? Can you tell me?
What's your name?
I'm Jessie Marie Barton.
Jessie Marie Barton.
Oh, well, it's nice to have you here. You want to say hello to everybody?
Say hi, Mom and Dad.
All right. Okay, say hi.
Hi, Daddy.
All right, fine. Say hi to everybody out home.
Say hi.
Nice to have you on the Bandwagon. Okay, come back again sometime. Come back regularly on the Bandwagon show. Let's dedicate this one to the young lady. It's a waltz tune, and it's done in hula-rai style. Elmer Scheid and his band, and the title of this one is Kitzberger Hula-rai. Okay. Well, there's a little bit something different, a little different tempo for you. That's the hula-rai tempo, waltz time, and the title of that one is Pittsburgher Hula-rai. Got one more dedication here they want to be sure to include tonight. A number for August Beam of Waseca for his 88th birthday, requested by Alice. Happy to send those greetings out. Mind you that the Bandwagon show is sent your way by the Randall stores of southern Minnesota, and I hope you have an opportunity to stop in and shop at your nearby Randall store. As a matter of fact, we invite you to do so and find out what full service really means. Great big smile and a great big hello when you enter the store, and of course, a great big smile and complete service when you're in the store and when the groceries are packed into your automobile. So that makes shopping a real pleasure at your nearby Randall store. And when you add to that the fact that you can really save money when you shop there day after day and week after week and really help balance that budget, well, it makes real sense then to be sure to shop your nearby Randall store. And remember, too, when you start making plans for those special holiday occasions, that you include the Randall store in those plans. Thanksgiving just around the corner. There'll be an ample supply of all the traditional items for Thanksgiving, including a great selection of turkey, so get in there and get that turkey picked out early. And don't forget also, for the holiday season coming up, those fruit baskets that we tell you about regularly on this program. The Randall store is located in Mankato, New Ulm, Fairmont, and Waseca. Well, we've got a chance to get a polka tune in here, and it's always a pleasure to get this one in. It's one of the good old standard polkas. I know you're going to like it. Here we go, the Elmer Scheid Band with the Hopeless Polka. Playing of the Hopeless Polka, it's time to say so long to our Bandwagon show, which has been brought for your viewing pleasure by the Randall Stores in southern Minnesota, headquarters for all your shopping needs, with stores in Mankato, New Ulm, Fairmont, and Waseca. Join us next week at the same time when you'll see and hear the Marv Nissel Band. Until that time, remember that this week, like every week, is a good week to shop and save at your nearby Randall Stores. Chuck Bassett speaking on behalf of the band, all the gang here, and the folks at the Randall Stores. Hope you have a great week. See you next week, same time. So long now.